While you were talking then, I was thinking of a story that Dutch Mantel, my podcast cohort, Dutch Mantel, told me about Bam Bam Bigelow. He said in 1995, Bam Bam was threatened with 30 days suspension because he tested positive for weed. Basically, they did the test, and then he thought he'd have a chong away, and then they did another test in Madison Square Garden, wherever they were the next day. He got busted. He was going to be sent home for 30 days, and so was the guy he was working with. And Bam Bam said, listen, just keep me on the road. Don't let this guy get punished as well, and just don't pay me.
Yeah.
And that's what they did. So stories like that, it makes me think, man, Bam's a true brother. Someone's really got your back.
Yeah. Well, look at how we did the belt change, right? Paul had the Pittsburgh pay-per-view coming up, and I'd had the belt 30 days before. Bam Bam, of all people, comes to that curtain with Rude and beats me in 30 seconds, right? And hot knife through butter. And it was completely believable because he had this damn good match with a guy that wasn't even a wrestler on WrestleMania. Bammer had really proven his bones in that match and was worldwide known. So going into Pittsburgh, coming off the way he beat me, the only thing that made sense to me was to use the Flair Vader match 1990 as the template. No matter what I do to this monolith, I can't hurt him. And he kept squashing me and squashing me and squashing me. And I mean, the pop that you see at the end of the match in the Pittsburgh pay-per-view, the Golden Dome pay-per-view, that was all Bam Bam. I was just along for the ride because he carried that match. Most of that match is him doing stuff to me, and the building was excruciatingly hot. The number of people, the television lights, and there's a point where he presses me and throws me to security in the aisle. I'm 253 at the time, and this is after he's thrown me around for 10 or 15 minutes. He walks over, and this one point in the match just catches me. He does all that after he's been throwing this 253-pound guy around for 15 minutes or so. He walks over, puts his hands on the top rope, and he looks right into the hard cam, and he's breathing like this. A little bit of sweat coming down his face. Meanwhile, I'm over there sweating like a pig, sucking wind, looking for an oxygen tank. He was a machine. But his whole take on that match wasn't, hey, Paul, can I keep the belt for longer? He certainly could have gotten the belt over. No, it was business. We're going to do this, go to Pittsburgh, get this huge pop. Again, he was a professional wrestler, knew what was right for business, or good for, it would have been right to keep it on him too, but knew what was going to be good for business in that particular night. So when you see that pop, the biggest in my career, at the end of that match, that's that professional wrestler doing the right thing in Pittsburgh. And when you look at that, I'm getting goosebumps talking about it right now because he would have been well within his rights to say, nah, I don't want to drop it that quick, or this isn't the right business. We've heard so many other people do, and not Bammer, pure pro.